It's fantasy football segment time with your host, Kyle Lodi, and also our very special guest, Sean Riley. So with that said, let's get started, though. How about me, though, pulling out the victory over my brother, Matt, with Miles Austin and Antonio.
Victory. I had a loss this weekend. Football.
But I had a victory over my brother with Miles Austin and Antonio Gates combined. They gave me 32 points.
That's great. You know, my fantasy football, Tony Romo did pretty good for me. Baltimore defense did okay, but you know, I lost only by 3. I came back. I was down pretty a lot, but I came back by 3 points, 78 to 75. I lost by.
Ouch! I'm sorry
by
about
3
that.
Points, but that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad though.
That's not really an upset.
It's not really an upset at all. So let me see if I can try to get ESPN.com, the one league that I'm in, the main one that matters, because $100 is on the line. $100 is on the line for me.
He's going for where the money is. The money.
Moolah. The moolah.
You want to win the moolah.
Oh, this is an interesting little thing. Admiral Akbar for mascot. I don't know what the whole deal with that is, but I guess it's for Ole Miss running Rebels. Make it like it's like a Star Wars theme kind of.
All I know is you're just all about money.
Kind of, sort of. Kind of, sort of. Anyways, let's see if I can click on fantasy. Well, actually, my account is already logged in, so sweet. So let's go inside fantasy football.
So far, are you doing good so far too?
Yeah, 1-0. I'm 1-0 already. Good start. So yeah, the main pickup though, the main pickup that's on everybody's mind is Arian Foster, 231 yards, 3 touchdowns. Would you consider picking up Arian Foster?
I probably will. I'm going to look at it tonight when I get home, see if any of my other people, my brothers, my nephews, my sister-in-law's family.
Really?
You know, her dad is finally got into it. We started with four people, went to 8 people. Now this year we have 14 people playing.
All right, 209-954-5526 if you want to call in right now. If you want to give us fantasy advice, or are you looking for fantasy advice? But right now, though, I actually kind of have some questions, though, on who I actually want to start, though, for Fantasy League. So, Randy Moss against the New York Jets. With this, you remember his comments from yesterday, right?
Oh, yeah.
Him getting disrespected? Yeah, I mean, he's I don't know if he's going to do well against the Jets at all, or who do you think will probably do a lot better for upcoming Week 2? Randy Moss against the Jets or Anquan Bolden against the Bengals?
I would say Randy Moss against the Jets, or whatever is it the Jets?
Yeah, he's playing against the Jets.
I would say Randy Moss against the Jets, probably.
If you guys want to counter the argument, call in right now, 209-954-5526. The number, once again, is 209-954-5526, though, if you want to call in right now. Give us some fantasy advice. You can. It's the fantasy football segment, so why wouldn't you? All the fantasy football lovers out there, now's your chance to call in and your time to shine. But anyways, though, how about the Eagles' defense, though, going against the Detroit Lions? That's actually going to be a must start.
Yeah, you know what? I wish, I don't think anyone has the Eagles. They might in my area. If they don't, I might pick them up as a backup defense.
Oh, and I was thinking about Arian Foster. Everybody's trying to pick him up because he had the superb game against the Indianapolis Colts. But how about another running back for a suggestion? Brandon Jackson.
Brandon Jackson.
Because Ryan Grant's going to be out for quite some time. We don't know how long. It is say week to week. So what do you think about Brandon Jackson trying to get the nod? He's
a pretty good player. If he stays in there and does runs it and does a good job, he can do it.
Also, if you guys want to try to see if you can get Brandon Jackson on your fantasy team, call in right now, 209-954-5526. Again, the number once again is 209-954-5526. Once again, recapping on how I did fantasy football-wise week 1. Down by 28 against my brother Matt. needing at least 29 points for the win, and I got at least 35 points, I believe. Yeah, 35 points, so I win 99-94.
I think I was down about 28, 30 points too, or something, and I was shocked when I looked at it last night after the Charger game. How much I came back with being 78 to 75. I'm like, whoa. I was like, how could I do this? Don't worry. This next weekend, I'm going against my brother, and you're going down, Chris. You're going down.
For me, though, for my matchup against me, I'm against my good friend Sean Ogren, working at Ogren's Auction in Lodi. Kyle Lodi show is sponsored by Ogren's Auction in Lodi, California. But anyways, though, looking at the team he has, though, I'm going to have a tough go against week with Adrian Peterson going against the Miami defense, projected to have 23 points. Obviously, Andre Johnson, the number 1 wide receiver on the market, and also Wes Welker for the New England Patriots. It's going to be a tough go, though, but I think I can pull it out. What do you think?
I think you can pull it out.
If my players do well?
If your players, it week to week depends, how the players do. Sometimes, some weeks players have a good week, some weeks they don't have a good week. So it depends on, how they're doing that day at the game.
Steven Jackson against the Oakland Raiders.
Steven Jackson?
For the St. Louis Rams going against the Oakland Raiders.
Ooh, you know what? Steven Jackson, was he receiver or?
He's a running back for the St. Louis Rams.
He's a running back? I hope, what was his name again?
Steven Jackson.
Steven Jackson, all I can say, go, run that ball, run into the end zone, run all over the Raiders.
There you go. You heard it first from Sean Riley from Shima 206, I believe it was.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right, Shima. Shima 206. But how about a Hines Ward though going up against Tennessee's defense though? I mean, Chris Johnson and Vince Young have the offense, but you think Hines Ward will do well against the defense?
Yeah, he could.